It's week 5. Don't worry, you're still alive. We got some starts and sits for you week 5. We got you.
Perfect.
We are back. Welcome back to the Fourth and Flex Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm Bandy. That's Trey, and the time is now. Buddy, what's happening?
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Good Thursday night game we had last night. You know, Kirko Chains with the 500-yarder.
Yeah. Hey, look, still rocking my Bucks gear, okay? That's my team. They played hard, okay? They played a hell of a game.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield's looking great. QB1 right now, just saying. I mean, there's a lot of he's got a game ahead of everybody, but not Kirk Cousins, just saying.
That's right.
No, I'm scared. I'm scared of Kirk Cousins. I'm not going to lie, bro. He's looking dynamite, my friend. Dynamite.
No doubt.
But yeah, we are here, man. We got your starts and sits for week 5, my friends. We're going through each game by game. We're going to give you the winners. We're going to get you where you need to be, my friends. What do you think, buddy? Well, first off, let's get with the first week in buys. We got our first week in buys. Okay, you got the Eagles on a bye this week. You got the Chargers on a bye this week. You've got the Lions on a bye this week. Also, the Titans sitting on a bye this week, Trey. Who are you worried about missing there?
Yeah, like I was gonna say, you know, the Chargers, you really ain't worried about nobody. Titans, you really ain't worried about nobody. Now the Lions and the Eagles, you know, you got your Saquons, your AJ Browns, your Amon-Ra's, your Gibbs. You know, there's some guys out there that are gonna hurt people this week. So
even Montgomery, man. I mean, he's been good too.
Montgomery's been doing good too.
Yeah, Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams too. I mean, he's been legit. Guys, before we get into those lovely starts and sits, guys, we got to remind you to check out our friends over at Underdog Fantasy, man. They've got over-under picks. They've got best ball tournaments. They've got everything you need for every sport, okay? It's Underdog Fantasy right now. If you use the code FLEXY, that's FLEXY, FLEXY at Underdog Fantasy, you're going to get a deposit match up to $100, and that's free money. If you know what you're talking about, you're going to turn that $100 into something big, Trey.
Big deal. Good
stuff, man. Check out Underdog Fantasy. Again, use the code FLEXY and come flex with us.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, baby. Oh, man, we've got some start questions in the comments, but we're going to get to them right after this game. Stay tuned. If you threw some starts and sits in the comments, we are going to get to them. Trey, let's get to the first game this week. We've got the Jets at the Vikings.
Over-under for this game is 40 points. Vegas has the Vikings picked to win by 2, and I'm going with the Vikings to stay undefeated, baby.
I mean,
Sam Darnold revenge game.
Exactly. I'm actually starting Sam Darnold in a league just because of that. Like, that was the deciding factor. It was CJ Stroud or Sam Darnold. I'm like, revenge game? Give me Sam Darnold. Even though the Jets defense has not been terrible this year.
True. I still think the Vikings are going to get the dub here. The Jets didn't look that great last week. They've had some good looking where they look decent, but they still haven't got it together where they need to be yet. And the Vikings seem like they walked in together.
They sure did, buddy. They sure did. I've also got the Vikings taking the dub in this game, man. Let's get to some Jets starts in this game, man. I like Aaron Rodgers to actually have a good game. I feel like this is going to be a solid game. I feel like you're not going to get those Jets that laid down and took it like we got last week. So I'm going to start Aaron Rodgers. I'm going Breece Hall. I know people are panicking on Breece Hall, but I'm still sticking with my guy Breece Hall where I drafted him. I mean, I got to at this point. Garrett Wilson, also another guy people are panicking on, I think has a good game. Allen Lazard, it's really more of a flex play in a deeper league. Like, if obviously you want to start someone else over him. And Tyler Conklin, I think, is actually going to be a good start in tight ends this week, Trey.
I like it.
Yes, you do, buddy. Yes, you do. Get to some Vikings starts, okay? Vikings, give me Sam Darnold. Give me Aaron Jones. Hey, I bet Aaron Jones and Aaron Rodgers get a hug on the sideline.
You know?
Give me Aaron Jones. Give me Justin Jefferson. And give me Jordan Addison this week, Trey.
Yeah, I like it.
You like it? He does like it. He does. That's the first game, man, in the books. I told you if you held tight, we'd get to him, man. Let's get to a couple questions, Trey. Let's see here. My guy, Perioko. Welcome back, Perioko. Would you trade Garrett Wilson for Shaheed and Judy if it meant getting Brees? I'd have Kyron, Brees, and Brooks and have JJ as my wide receiver 1 with Deontay Waddle and Dell on the bench.
I would make that trade. Yeah, if it meant getting Brees, I would make that trade because I think that Shaheed, is going to have some high ceiling games, and Garrett Wilson hasn't really took off yet. Judy kind of that fill in for all these bye weeks. I like it if you're going to get Brees.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I like it. Hey, here we go. What is that? Kinsey. Can you pronounce that? I'll just say Kinsey. Kinsey, what's up, Kinsey?
Kinsey Nacio.
Kinsey Nacio. I love it. Conklin versus the Vikings or McBride versus the Niners, Trey.
Give me McBride. I'll take McBride against the Niners defense, honestly. I think that he's going to have a good week.
I do too. McBride coming back, I think, also does have a good week. It's funny. We're just talking about Conklin. All right. We got one more here. Tyler Sperry. Welcome back to the show. Tyler, drop Ford, Hunt, or Dell for Wicks. Which one of these guys do you feel comfortable dropping?
You can drop Tank Dell.
You think? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can drop Tank Dell. Yeah. It just hasn't looked like. I mean, your only way Tank Dell is going to come up is I think one of those guys go down. One of the other guys go down.
Yeah, exactly.
Hunt, I think he's taking over the backfield. That's for sure. But I'm going to hold and just kind of see what that shakes out to be.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, guys. Thank you for popping those comments in, man. We've got you with your starts and sits. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on TikTok, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Fourth and Flex, man. That means a lot to us, and we appreciate you guys, okay? But let's get to the next game, buddy. Let's get it rolling, man. We've got the Panthers at the Bears.
Over-under for this game is 41 points. Vegas have the Bears picked to win by 4.
And you don't agree.
I'm calling upset here.
I know you are, buddy. I know you are.
I was actually surprised to see that spread, but I'm going give me the Panthers.
I'm actually surprised too, and I don't know if Vegas takes you think they would take all the variables into consideration, right?
I mean, I just think this would be a 1-point spread either side.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I think this is one of those games where they're just going to call it a 1 point and it's a money line kind of game because it's going to be close.
Yeah, definitely. But I've got the Panthers taking the dub with you, buddy.
But jumping to my Panthers starts, fire up Andy Dalton, baby. Loving Andy Dalton. He's killing it.
The Red Rifle.
Chuba Hubbard, you can start him. Deontay Johnson, you got to start this dude now that Andy Dalton's in. And Xavier Leggett, you can get him in there, man. Finally getting some work, man. I'm excited. I loved his interviews with his accent and all that stuff. A lot of media presence, but hadn't done much on the field. And now he's out there getting in work.
No, you're 100% right. I cannot get enough of that. I could listen to that guy talk all day, buddy.
He's got a horse named Dollar Bill.
Dollar Bill?
Yeah. That's what his touchdown celebration. He said, I was riding Dollar Bill.
Oh, yeah, he was, wasn't he? He was riding old Dollar Bill. I love it. But I like what you got going on over there, buddy.
Going to my Bears starts, Caleb Williams, I think in a super flex, you could probably do better, but he is still startable.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift, I feel like you have to start him after the week that he had. And then I really don't want to start anybody else on this team outside of maybe Cole Kmet in a tight end with a bye. Sure. Like say you had Goddard and you need a tight end. I'm okay with throwing Kmet in there. But DJ Moore might get you 10 points. Keenan Allen won't get you 5. And Romo Dunze, hit or miss.
Yeah, you're right there, buddy. But it really sucks that Keenan Allen isn't taking off, man. I really it's quarterback. It's bad quarterback play. That's doing
the
that
Bears,
to him.
Man.
He's too old for that. Like he doesn't have many good years left in him. I mean, he's always injured, first of all, and he started the season off injured again. But I just feel like he's too old to be having to, let a rookie figure things out. You know. Just getting the snaps and figuring it out.
And I'm sure it's frustrating.
It's frustrating for me too, damn it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I like what you got going on over there. Our guy Tyler Sperry popped back in. He said, if I pick up Wicks, I would have Love, Wicks, and Reed with Dobbs out. How do you feel about that, Trey?
I mean, it's tough,
It's a
but
lot.
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world.
It's a lot though to be putting on your team. I feel like if it, what if they have a bad game? Then
Yeah.
3 of your players are screwed.
Very true, very true. I have a league where I have Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr., and James Conner, and I'm undefeated.
Okay, yeah.
And I was fearful when I realized that. I was like, man, actually, this is kind of tough, but sometimes it works out, man.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of guys where I feel like they could have a great game and they could have a poor game, but they could still do well.
You're right. Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. All right, buddy. Let's get to the next game, man. We've got the Browns at the Commanders.
Over under for this game is 43.5 points. Vegas have the Commanders picked to win by 3.5. And I think you got to go Commanders here, man. I think this bad news Browns going on right now. You know what I mean? And so I think I go the Commanders here. The one thing that I will say though is that everyone is going Commanders here, which kind of makes me feel like the Browns, but I'm still going Commanders.
I mean, yeah, we've seen that game over and over again, man. It's almost like a curse when that happens. So I'm going to take the Commanders. I'm rolling with the curse, baby. Let's go. Let's get to the Browns starts. There's not many. Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy in a deep flex.
Yeah.
And Amari Cooper, it's still scary starting him, man. Like he went off the other week. But hey, if what we say is true, and because so many people pick the Commanders, maybe the Browns have a badass game, and Amari Cooper has one of his good games.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think if the Browns win this game, it's going to be from their defense.
Yeah, you're probably right, buddy. But that's really all the starts. I think Njoku might be back. I don't know. When Deshaun Watson is there, Njoku, it doesn't work out very well. So it scares me to start him too.
Yeah, but any other quarterback comes in and Njoku is top tight end. So do something about that.
I think, Cleveland. I don't know, man. I know that there's some more allegations coming out with Deshaun Watson, and I feel like the Browns are able to get out of their contract. If they work around that, the timing is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Just to throw that out there, you know what I mean? But if that happens, I mean, the Browns, they need a new guy. It's the experiment is not working. Okay. Right. He was good. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's too much weighing on this guy and he's been through too much at this point, but get this guy a massage before the game though, I'll say.
They gave Baker Mayfield up for that. Now, how do you feel like they're on that decision?
What do you mean?
They had Baker Mayfield. They could have just been with Baker Mayfield right now.
They're pissed. Do you know how many memes I've seen where they're pissed when they're seeing Baker just shaking and baking, Deshaun Watson just throwing the ball in the dirt? They're so pissed. Browns fans are pissed, man. But the Browns are a bad organization, just like the Bears, man. That's where people go to die. It seems like careers go to die. So Baker got into a decent organization, but that care about their players and in the community around them, and you're seeing how well that's working out.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It didn't work out last night, though, did it, Trey?
No, but it still worked out.
It did. I'm mad that we lost, but at the same time, I feel like, God, we put up such a good fight. We looked so good,
Yeah.
The rookie Bucky Irvin, he was pretty upset.
Well, and he did get that fumble punched out of him. I mean, that dude reared back with all his power. So
that Jesse Bates, dude, that was he was on it. He's got that punch down.
Yeah.
Okay. But all right, let's get to the Commander starts, man. A little bit bigger of a list over here, man. Jaden Daniels. Okay. You got to keep starting this guy up. I think he's QB 1, 2, somewhere around there in full PPR.
1.
It's insane. Brian Robinson is trending in the right direction. If he plays, I believe you start him. Zach Ertz, man, just another guy that's still on the waiver wire and it completely underrated, getting a touchdown constantly. Start Zach Ertz up. Luke McCaffrey, that's McCaffrey's brother or something like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think he's worth a flex in a deeper league. And Austin Eckler, I like starting. Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Start him up. Let's see.
Jaden Daniels is actually breaking all kinds of records and in categories with people like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady in these certain categories. And it's his rookie season. These guys broke those records, several years in, and he's a rookie.
Yeah. Yeah. It's insane what he's doing. Hopefully he can keep it up. There was a lot of people that called this that Jaden Daniels was going to be good. And I don't know if I bought into the hype. especially after watching him against the Bucks in week 1, just not looking good and scared to do anything but tuck and run the ball. Now he's sitting back in the pocket and he's looking good, buddy. Just his whipping motion is so nice. If you watch it, the way he whips that ball, dude, it is beautiful. I love watching him throw a football.
The biggest thing I like that he's doing is just controlling his offense and being a leader. You know, they're doing like no huddle plays, and he's getting everybody set. And like, I mean, there was one play this last week where it was like 5 seconds on the clock or whatever, and then they were like, you know, everybody was discombobulated, and then within the 5 seconds, he got everybody set in perfect time and was ready.
Let's go, baby. That's impressive for a rookie, Trey.
Exactly.
While we're talking about the Commanders, Alec popping in with a comment for us, a question: Eckler or Sermon, Trey?
I think I'm going to lean Eckler here.
Are you?
Yeah. You know, Sermon, Sermon has a higher ceiling, I think, than Eckler, but he also has much lower floor. So it really depends on what you're looking like. If you feel like you have a tough chance to win this week, go Sermon for the hopes that he goes crazy. But if you already have kind of a solid lineup and you just need, you know, a decent amount of points, get Eckler.
Okay, I like it. Sermon taking the most of the work. You know, Brian Robinson is trending in the right direction, but it could be game time, and they're like, I just don't think so. Give Eckler the rock. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm gonna go there too, buddy. I'm gonna go there too. Kyle Singer, what's up, Kyle? Traded Sermon, Parkinson, Ford for Ferguson. Any thoughts?
I like it.
Yeah, Sermon.
I think Ferguson is one of the tight ends that you can rely on this year. I mean, there's barely any, but I think Ferguson is very reliable. Really, to me, this is a Ford for Ferguson trade.
Right.
You know, Sermon obviously a 1 week fill in, but Parkinson hasn't really done great.
You don't feel like it's too much?
No, because I feel like it's just like you know, sprinkles on a cookie that tastes just as good without the sprinkles.
Kyle also says I have McBride, but his bye week is 11, so I'm prepared. So, so he's got McBride. So it's like maybe he's just trying to clear up some bench space there.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, it sounds like it, you know. And obviously, if he's getting rid of Ford, he's got running backs. So.
Yeah, exactly. And he says definitely Ford for Ferguson and a little more room on the bench. I love it, Kyle. I love it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, guys. Don't forget you can put your questions down in the comments, man. We are answering questions. Here's another thing that we do here at Fourth and Flex. Become a Flexaholic with us, you guys. You can join our Discord group. We're giving you one-on-one coaching with your fantasy teams. We got a guy in there, okay? He says, I just can't be last because the punishment is so bad. If you're one of those people, man, don't forget to jump over here and become a Flexaholic. Join our group and come flex with us, Trey.
Do it.
It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. A little more one-on-one coaching for your teams. We've got you, okay? Hey, my guy Kyle says, I liked and subbed. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Kyle, man. Good guy right there. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. All right, buddy. It's time for the next one, buddy, and this one's going to be a doozy. We've got the Dolphins at the Patriots.
Over-under for this game is 36.5 points. Vegas have the Patriots picked to win by 1. So this is one of those games where the spread's by 1 because they don't really know what's going to happen in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Huntley versus Brissett, so it's like, you know, both of these teams have kind of been dumpster fire the last couple weeks. It's tough, but I'm actually going to go with the Patriots for defense alone.
It's tough. It's a tough one. I'm going to roll with the Dolphins here. I'm so glad that this is your game, by the way, that I don't have to bust out these starts and sits for you. And, hey, our guy Kyle Singer says he's a Finn fan. It sucks.
Yeah, man. But jumping to my Dolphins starts, Tyler Huntley, unless you're in a position like we're in where we have to start him, I probably wouldn't. A-Chain, I think you can still start him. Raheem Mostert, though, I would rather bench him if I had any better options.
Yeah.
And then Tyreek Hill. I'm not saying, you know, it's Tyreek Hill. So what I'll say is I'm giving you permission to set Tyreek Hill. But the dude could have a 95-yard catch touchdown and that'd be it. And it'd be worth starting him. So, I mean, you're probably going to continue to start him until Tua gets back and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
But I'm giving you permission. You can't sit Tyreek without looking like an idiot.
Yeah. Hey, our real quick, you were telling me before the show, our guy Kyle will probably like to hear us the news on Tua.
Yeah, I think he's going to come back after the bye week, which I think is week 6, 7, or 8 or somewhere in there. Sounds like doctors have cleared him. He's not, you know, resigning from the game or anything like that. He's not going to retire. So I think he'll be back after the bye week, and everybody's hopes will be fine. So honestly, it's a buy low on Tyreek Hill right now for me.
It absolutely is, buddy. It is a buy low. Week 7 after the bye would be great if he came back. We need him for sure, man.
Yeah. But I am sitting Jalen Waddle this week. I wouldn't start him.
Really?
In any league. Yeah.
I'm surprised, honestly. I feel like, it seemed like Waddle was like Huntley's guy last week. I mean, it wasn't a lot of work. But.
Well, that's the thing is I think neither one of these guys are getting a lot of work, but I think if any one of these guys can get a 95-yard touchdown, it's Tyreek, and you're rooting for that whenever you put him in the starting position.
You're right there, buddy. You're right there for sure. But I'm with you.
Jumping to my Patriots starts, I'm not starting Brissett. I don't want to start any of the wide receivers on this team, not Polk, Osborne, or Douglas. I don't want to start Hunter Henry. Ramondre Stevenson, you can start him. He's been a little up and down. I think Antonio Gibson is the safest start on this team. He's averaged about 10 points every week.
Yeah.
Ramondre's went from, 20 to 5. So it's like, what are you looking for? But those are really the only 2 guys I'd be looking to start on this team.
Wow, you think you would rather? So basically, you'd rather start Gibson over Ramondre?
If I had both of them on my team, I would look at who else I had starting, right? And it's one of those situations where if I felt like I was going to lose and I didn't have a lot of strength, I'm throwing Stevenson in for the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
But if I just need 10 points, give me Gibson.
You feel like you're going to at least get that from there. Yeah, the Patriots are a team that's paid like the least amount of offensive snaps this year too. So, man, don't forget that when you're thinking about the Patriots. It's crazy. Good stuff.
Couple shitty games this week, huh?
What?
Couple shitty games this week, huh?
No, definitely, yeah. You're exactly right. I was literally thinking that as I was going through the list. Kyle says Tua is not the guy. I said we need to call Brady. Yeah. Brady's having too much fun out there, though.
No doubt.
I don't blame him.
You mean trash talking Baker?
He wasn't trash talking. He was just like, I don't know. I thought fun was having Super Bowl rings. And he's not wrong. Just good stuff, though. Let's get to the next game, buddy. We got a few more of these to go, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to Fourth and Flex. Don't forget over there on TikTok to tap that screen. Show some love. We appreciate it very much. But the next game this week, we've got the Colts at the Jaguars.
Over-under for this game is 46 points. Vegas have the Jaguars picked to win by 3. And let me tell you, I'm trying to have a flashback to last year when I said, if Trevor Lawrence is in that game, but this time, if Joe Flacco is in that game, give me the Colts. But if Joe Flacco was out of that game, I'll take the Jags.
Okay. I'm going to go Colts here anyways. The Jags have been it feels like they're trying so hard. They're chugging along, but it's just not happening for the Jags this year. And, it sucks because I know a lot of people have a lot of Trevor Lawrence shares, and it's not good. It's not good at all.
Here's the thing: if I can't remember his name, but the coach for the Jags, if they lose this game, I'm pretty sure he's fired.
You think so?
Yeah.
He was the coach for the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl. What is his name?
I can't remember. I heard it earlier, but
that's bothering me right now.
Yeah, they're really talking about letting him go if he can't pull this off.
Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson, exactly.
No. That's stupid. I love Doug Peterson, man. Come on, man. Give this guy a break, man. The team needs to play better. You know what? He is kind of a laid-back guy, though. I will say that. Maybe he's a little too.
But I just mean this is kind of like a lot of pressure on this game for him to get the dub. That's why I lean toward the Jags if Joe Flacco doesn't play. Joe Flacco is a cheat code, and he just it's weird when your backup quarterback. Everybody wants your backup quarterback to play. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right about that. But let's get to some Colts starts, Trey. Anthony Richardson is trending towards playing this week. So, put your Joe Flacco juice away because it looks like he's going to play. Trey Sermon is going to play for Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is out of this game. I like both of these guys as obviously in a super flex. I'll go Anthony Richardson. Trey Sermon, I don't mind. I like starting him, obviously. He's coming in to do some things. Pity City had a good game. Like one of the top wide receivers last week. Flex, maybe. It's so tough with this guy. He's just so up and down. I mean, I'd rather start Josh Downs over him, honestly.
My opinion is if Richardson plays, then I'm going Pittman. And if Flacco plays, I'm going Josh Downs.
Okay, yeah. I like that.
I'm happy starting Pittman either way.
For sure.
I do not want to start Josh Downs if Richardson's in.
Yeah, you're right. You're probably right, yeah. Alex Pierce as a flex.
Yeah,
flex play
I'm okay
this
with
week.
that.
You like it against the Jags? Got to take that into consideration.
Yeah, they don't have the best secondary.
No, they do not. Let's get to the Jags starts. Trey, Trevor Lawrence. I think you still start him. I mean, right? He's been not amazing, but he's had some decent.
Yeah,
games.
he put up some fantasy points last week. He was
Exactly.
actually on my waiver wire ads.
Exactly. And ETN, I know you guys are panicking on ETN, but I do think ETN has a good game here, man. Maybe a comeback gaming. And Christian Kirk kind of slowly showing us that, hey, don't forget, I am the wide receiver 1 here, okay?
It's about time.
Yeah, it is about time. It is about time. Brian Thomas Jr. says, hey, I'm coming for you, Christian Kirk. I'm coming. So I like flexing both of these guys, Trey.
I can dig it.
You can dig it. You can, buddy. You can. Let's go ahead and keep this thing rolling and move on to the next game. Now, this will be a good game, I feel like. The Bills at the Texans.
Yeah, I think this will be the best game of the week, honestly, outside of Thursday night's game, which will probably be the best game of the week.
Yeah, that was a banger, Trey.
Over-under for this game is 47 points. Vegas have the Texans picked to win by 1. And all I got to say is put some respect on Josh Allen's name,
That's
baby.
insane. That's
The
insane.
Texans have not looked that great this year,
They
and they think they're going to beat the Bills. I just don't see it. Give me the Bills.
Give me the Bills too, and maybe because they got their ass kicked by the Ravens last week, so people are kind of sleeping on them. I mean, they definitely, hopefully, are working on that run defense for sure, man. Because Derrick Henry, bro, ran all over them boys. Look, there's a picture right up there. Look at Derrick Henry throwing Josh Norman from the Bills off to the side with that badass stiff arm. Okay, the Bills should have been ready for it. That's all I'm saying. Can you imagine though what that Josh Norman went through after that? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes me think about Baker Mayfield juking Rodriguez from the Lions out.
Yeah.
Like, they watched the tape on that and gave him so much shit.
Yeah, and then like how many fans like emailed that or mailed that picture to him? To the Bills and was like, "Look at this, will you autograph this?"
Oh God, would do you think you'd sign it? Fuckers.
No, I don't think you would. He'd probably rip it up.
Okay, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Anyway, get into my Bills starts. Josh Allen, you got to start this dude up. James Cook, I think, is going to be like a top RB. I'm going to say RB2 on the week after this game. Khalil Shakir is out of this game, which is going to help benefit James Cook. Plus, the Texans haven't done very good against the run.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman, I think, is a flex because Khalil Shakir is out. And Dalton Kincaid, I think, is going to have an awesome game. And Matt Collins, I don't know. I mean, if you really don't have anybody else, maybe in a deeper league, I would flex
like
him.
a 16 man, maybe. Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you this. I got one for you, Trey. Okay, and this is this one's for me personally. Keon Coleman or Xavier Worthy this week.
You got to go Xavier Worthy with Rashee Rice out
right.
and everybody like that. I mean, he's the only one left on the receiving team that's got a touchdown this year.
You're right. I just feel like Keon Coleman is going to break out one of these days, man, and I just want to be there when he does, Trey.
I feel you.
Beautiful. But I'm with you with the Bills starts, Trey.
Jumping to my Texans starts, CJ Stroud, I think you can fire him up in Superflex leagues for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Mixon is out. I really still don't want to start Cam Akers. Dameon Pierce is questionable, so he might play in this game, which even makes me want to start Cam Akers less, but I still don't want to start Dameon Pierce.
Yeah.
What's funny is the only running back I'd be willing to start in this game is Dario Ngubwable.
Welcome.
And that's in PPR formats. Obviously, he's really been the pass catcher, but he's been getting some catches, man. And I mean, 8 to 10 points, you know. I think he'll do better than Cam Akers and Dameon Pierce combined, probably.
Damn.
But I really don't want to start any of those guys. I'm just saying, if you had to pick one, I would go Ogumbuale.
Absolutely.
Nico Collins, I think you can fire him up.
You're
Stephon
damn right.
Diggs, you can fire him up. Tank Dell, keep him on the bench or keep him on the wire. I don't really care anymore. And Dalton Schultz, you can put him on the wire too.
I like it, buddy. I like it. Good stuff, guys. Don't forget, man, if you're watching over on TikTok, don't forget to go to our bio. Click the YouTube link, okay? You can get in there into the YouTube, and we can actually see some of your questions. We haven't figured out how to get the comments over here, so we're working on that. Don't you worry, TikTok. But come over here to YouTube, and we will take care of you guys, okay? All right, buddy. Beautiful. Let's get to the next game. This will be a good game, too, I think. We got the Ravens at the Bengals.
Over under for this game is 49 points. Vegas have the Ravens picked to win by 2.5. And I'm starting Derrick Henry, so I'm rolling with the Ravens to keep running through people's throats.
Ooh, I think this is actually going to be a good game. These guys usually get together, and it does become a good game. The Ravens, they started off 0-2, but damn, they've looked really good against the Bills. So
You know what changed?
Huh?
Derrick Henry started running hard.
I mean, that's the thing, bro. Like Derrick Henry did start running harder, and like when he does do that, it's few and far between with Derrick Henry. He used to do that constantly. Like every other game would be a monster game for Derrick Henry. Now, I think maybe you get 2 or 3 of those this year.
I don't know. He's already had 2
monster games like that.
2 pretty solid ones.
Well, you got like 2 touchdowns or 3 in another game this year. Okay, well, 2 down, 2 to go. I'm just saying. Okay, no, I love it. I love Derrick Henry, man. He's but I just feel like you got to go Ravens here. The Bengals are starting to put things together. I think it's a good game, and I think it's a close game, Trey. Let's get to some Ravens starts, though, okay? Lamar, you got to start him. I think is he QB2 or something like that? He's up there. He's up there.
Yeah, I've got him in 3 leagues. So.
Yeah. Derrick Henry, start him up. You got to. Zay Flowers, you have got to not start Zay Flowers. I'm tired of Zay Flowers. I want to put him in the gag bag, Trey. But I'm just done messing with Zay Flowers. Like, it's up, it's down, it's low, it's low. I'm done with it. If I can get him, if I can trade him, maybe he has a decent game this week, and then I can trade him, okay? And no tight end starts for me. Mark Andrews, nah. Likely, nah. I mean, if you got to, start one, but I don't want to.
Hey, check it out. I got Mark Andrews off of waivers this week.
Oh, you got him, huh?
And
you were just talking about that, weren't you?
Yeah, I got Mark Andrews off waivers. I've got Dallas Goedert, who's on a bye. So I'm putting Mark Andrews in my tight end position, and I'm riding the Mark Andrews train. I haven't started him. I didn't draft him in any league in the last 2 years. I got him off waivers, and I'm going to put him in, and we'll see what happens. So maybe he shines this week just for me.
Hey, you know what happened is somebody seen that, and they're thinking what I'm thinking. They're done playing that Mark Andrews game. Yeah. I'm going to be rooting for him for you, buddy, but that's the only reason. I was wondering why you were smiling at me. You want to hear what I was going to say about if you start Mark Andrews, don't you?
Yeah, well, see, I'm not playing the Mark Andrews game. I just needed to fill in tight end, and he was the best one on the waiver wire.
I don't hate it. I would do it. I would do the exact same thing, buddy, if I caught him over there, okay?
Yep.
But, yeah, that's it for the Ravens. Let's get to the Bengals starts. Give me Joey Bird, get it started. And let's get next to my start of the week, Zachary Moss, okay? Zach Moss. He's been great. I mean, honestly, like he's been solid at the very least. I mean, how do you have a game where he scores at least 15 to 20 fantasy points and Chase Brown gets 2 touchdowns? The Bengals are starting to lean on the running backs more and lean on the tight ends, Mike Gesicki more. And that's why I feel like Zach Moss is going to be a good start this week. Even if you don't feel like it's happening through the first half of the game, don't worry. Zach Moss always tends to make it up towards the end.
For sure.
Let's start Jamar Chase. Give me T. Higgins. I'm not loving starting T. Higgins, but I think he's just taking a little time to get it going. And Mike Gesicki, I think, is a great tight end start this week, Trey.
Yeah, man. You starting Chase Brown?
Chase Brown, I just don't think I can do that, Trey. I mean, I might flex him in a deep league, but I'm not going out of my way to start Chase Brown. I've not been on the Chase Brown train at all. Obviously, the Bengals didn't think he had what it took because they brought Zach Moss in, and now he's leading the charge. So it's scary, but I feel like maybe he needs a little more time. I'm not sure.
Sure.
Beautiful. We got a question over here, Trey, from George. What up, Georgie? Should I trade Mason for Kyron, A-Chain, or Bijan? My other running backs are Barkley and Gibbs. Damn.
If I'm going to get anybody, I'm going to get A-Chain because it's a buy low situation right now for when Tua comes back. I think A-Chain's going to be the best out of those 3 guys.
And you think Mason is like worth the buy low though? Like, I mean, if you can buy low, you think you'd be willing to? I feel like you need to give up a little less.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I mean, A-Chain's the guy that I want out of those 3 guys if I'm trying to add to my team. But you could probably hold on to Mason and give up something else and get A-Chain. Honestly,
I think I would take Kyron. Honestly. But I can see A-Chain being the play as well, though. And I think with Mostert coming back, that's going to be good for A-Chain.
No, it is.
It's crazy because normally when a guy comes back and they're going to be splitting carries, it seems like you don't want no part of that. But it seems like with Mostert coming back, with A-Chain doing it, I feel like I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like it just builds them up more or something. I don't know, buddy. Good stuff, though. We're flying through this list of games, guys. Don't forget, if you're watching us over on Twitter, I see y'all there. Don't forget, man, go ahead and repost this, share this for us, man. Get it out there to more folks so they can get some fantasy football knowledge, man. And it would mean a lot to us, and we really appreciate it. But let's go ahead and move it to the next game. This week, we've got the Raiders at the Broncos.
Over under for this game is 35.5 points. Vegas have the Broncos picked to win by 2.5. I'm going to go with the Raiders here. I think that they're, getting their situation together. They made some. There were some people that made some business decisions last week, and they made some business decisions this week. So I think they're actually going to work as a team and get the W here.
What do you mean business decisions? Like,
well, that's what the coach come out and said last week. He said, there's players that I saw make some business decisions on the field, and now Davante Adams is up for a trade. So, and Davante Adams said, "I'm gonna make a business decision and pull my hamstring." So.
Oof, Antonio Pierce, right? The Raiders coach, right? Yeah.
Who I just found out is actually if he ever goes back to college football, he has to sit out the first year for some misconduct. They gave him a big fine, and he's if he ever goes back to college, he has to sit the first year. Yeah. As a coach.
Sit as a coach?
Yeah. So that basically is they're saying like he'll never get to go back because no team is going to hire a coach to sit for a year.
No, yeah. I wouldn't. Absolutely not. Absolutely. But what do you got? Who you got starting for us on the Raiders this week, Trey?
So jumping to my Raiders starts. I don't want to start Gardner Minshew. Zamir White is out though. And that leads me to my start of the week. Alexander Madison, baby. I think he's going to have a great game. Davante Adams is out. I still don't want to start Jacoby Myers, man. It didn't look great with Davante Adams out last week, but Trey Tucker is doing some things.
So
give me Trey Tucker and Brock Bowers as starts.
No Jacoby Myers, huh?
I mean, I'm scared, man. He put up 5 points last week.
Yeah, he did. Okay. But I'm actually going to start Jacoby Myers, I think, in a league. I just feel like it was a bad game. Like the week before that.
I hope it was a bad game.
He balled out the week before. I mean, he's done decent this whole year, but maybe it's with Davante there. Maybe he needs that to pull the coverage away from him, and then he can actually get open and beat the man better. So don't beat the man.
Jumping to my Broncos starts. You're not starting Bo Negative Nicks. Javonte Williams, I don't really want to start. Jaleel McLaughlin, I don't really want to start. Josh Reynolds, I don't really want to start. LaJordan Humphrey, I don't want to start. Greg Dulcich, I don't want to start. However, Courtland Sutton, you can start him. You can flex Courtland Sutton.
Yeah, why not? Bo Nix likes some Courtland Sutton. I like it. We got a couple questions down in the comments, buddy. Let's see. Noni, what's up, Noni? Thank you over on Twitch. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch and like the podcast over there on Twitch, man. Half PPR, Start One, Trey Sermon, Javonte Williams, Tank Dell, and Romo Dunzy.
Give me Trey Sermon.
Yes, sir. I like it. Yeah, that's my call too. Romo Dunzy's kind of been doing a little better, okay, but I think Sermon is got the highest ceiling out of all those guys.
Yeah, and probably the lowest floor.
Yeah, you're right.
Or the highest floor, I mean.
Let's see here. I got another question real quick from Ray Gamer. What's up, Ray? Bijan only got 7.70 in this league, but still only 10.70 in others. That's an unfortunate start so far.
Yeah, man, it definitely is rough for Bijan and how that's looking. It's every year. Honestly, to me, like the one thing I will say about Bijan is the Gibbs-Bijan comparison is one. Gibbs wins it.
He does.
I mean, it's simple there. But I took Bijan in round one in one of my leagues this year, and it's one of the decisions I regret. I took him over Saquon Barkley, and all my instincts said Saquon, and I went Bijan.
One of the worst decisions of my life that I made in this. No, I'm with you.
It's all your fault.
It's my fault. Why? Because I was hyped on Bijan a little?
No, because you were tanking on Barkley.
I was.
And you put that in my head, and I was like,
That'll throw me under the bus right on the middle of the show, Trey. Go for it. I appreciate it. No. Yeah, I mean, Saquon, who knows, bro? Saquon could just do this the rest of the year, and I was right, okay?
Maybe.
Just saying. He has one or two good games, and you're just, like, hating life. And maybe he goes like this, and Bijan goes like that. I don't know. Who knows? Look, but I regret taking Bijan, too, if I'm being completely honest. If I could go back, I would take Saquon, even if he does go like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, Bijan is – here's the thing. Bijan has not lived up to his draft capital, even a little bit. There's one player that's actually lived up to their draft capital, and it is Saquon Barkley. So far, at least. But yeah, so anyways, got off on a tangent there about Saquon and Bijan. I apologize. Let's get to the next game, buddy. We've got the Cardinals at the 49ers.
Over-under for this game is 50 points.
Damn.
Vegas have the Niners picked to win by 7. I'll take the Niners to get the dub, but if I'm going spread, I'll take the Cardinals to be within 7.
Okay. I'm going to take the Niners to get the W as well, but I like that. I like it being a closer game. Every time these teams meet up, it is a good game. It is a close game. So I think that continues, okay? Kyler Murray, start him up. James Conner, start him up. Marvin Harrison Jr., start him up. Trey McBride, start him up. I like all those guys starting, Trey.
Yeah.
Especially with a spread with like 50.
I'm starting 3 of them on one team.
I'm undefeated on that team, too. Let's get to the 49ers starts here. I think you start Brock Purdy. Jordan Mason, you got to start him. Debo is back. I'm starting him up. Ayuk is more of a flex play to me. I feel like I'd rather start Jennings over Ayuk at this point, even with Debo coming back. Kittle is questionable. I think he plays. Do you think Jennings still gets work, Trey?
I think Jennings probably still gets more work than Ayuk.
And you think he's worth a start, right?
Yeah, I think he's flex. If I was making a decision between Ayuk and Jennings, I would go Jennings.
Exactly. I'm not making that decision, but I am starting Jennings in a league. So we'll see what happens, Trey.
I can dig it.
Good. Let's get to the next game, buddy. We've got maybe 4 more games. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 more games left. Guys, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Tap the screen on TikTok. Share us on Twitter. Everywhere that you're watching 4th and Flex. Please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe and follow and share and do all the beautiful things that we love for you to do over here on 4th and Flex.
Do it.
Next game, we got the Giants at the Seahawks.
Over under for this game is 42.5 points. Vegas have the Seahawks picked to win by 7.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Seahawks to dominate this game.
Mm-hmm. Drew Lock as starting quarterback, I believe.
Yep.
And Neighbors is out. Seahawks, Geno Smith is looking like 2022 Geno as like the 3rd or 4th best quarterback in the league, full PPR. Give me the Seahawks too, Trey.
I like it. Jumping to my Giants starts. Not starting Daniel Jones. Devin Singletary is doubtful, so unfortunately you can't start the Giants All-Star. Tyrone Tracy Jr. will be stepping in, and I don't care to start him. Malik Neighbors is out. Wan'Dale Robinson in full PPR, I think, is a fine start. This man gets all the targets and none of the yards.
Absolutely. And there was a comment earlier. Our guy Isaac, Lil Cartwheel, thoughts on Wan'Dale while we're here.
Yeah, full PPR, 100%. Outside of that, I'd be scared because it normally is like 8 catches for 40 yards. But full PPR, yeah, man. Fire him up.
I mean, he's the guy this week for sure. Like, it is Drew Lock throwing the ball. Drew Lock can do things like.
No, it's Drew Lock. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Drew Lock. Yeah, he can do some things. It's not always beautiful. I'll say that, but he'll probably throw a pick or two. But the Giants are in shambles right now. Okay, first of all, they suck. Okay. Second of all, no quarterback. The main quarterback, the main running back, the main wide receiver, all out.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was a go-to definite win game, I feel like this is that one. If I was in a survivor pool, I would take the Seahawks in that survivor pool, Trey.
No doubt.
Whew. Had to get that out.
Jumping to my Seahawks starts. Geno Smith, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet. I think you can still start him, even with Kenneth Walker going crazy. Zach Charbonnet still getting work.
Aren't you glad we got K9 now?
Yeah, well, for now, until he gets hurt again. DK Metcalf, baby. This is probably my favorite brag from the preseason because I said, you can draft DK Metcalf as your wide receiver 3, and he can be your wide receiver 1, and that's exactly what's going down. DK Metcalf is killing it.
He is.
JSN is flexible for sure.
Yeah.
And Noah Fant, I think, is a mighty fine starter tight end with a couple of tight ends out this week on the bye.
Mighty fine start with Noah Fant. I like it, buddy. Giants starts.
Oh, we did that.
Oh, we did. You're right.
Yeah, Wan'Dale Robinson.
I missed it. That's right. Wan'Dale Robinson. Yeah. I thought you missed him, but it was so quick and so little.
Yeah,
it went by like that.
Wan'Dale.
Beautiful, guys. Let's get to the next game. We got 3 of these things left. We've got the Packers at the Rams for a game that I'm actually excited to watch.
Sure. Over under for this game is 48.5 points. Vegas have the Packers picked to win by 3. And I'm going to take the Packers here, man. I'm going to roll with the books, and I'm going to go Packers. I mean, I like the Rams, but the Packers have been looking great, man.
Absolutely. Look, the Packers, Jordan Love didn't look like himself last week. Okay, maybe he came back a little too soon, but he still threw 4 touchdowns. I mean, I think it was kind of a little too late for those touchdowns.
Sure.
We still got them. Okay. The Packers are a little bit in shambles too. Their team is injured, very injured as well. But I still feel like the Packers are the bet here. The Rams just aren't putting it together, and like all their pieces are missing.
Yeah.
Packers starts though. Jordan Love starting them up. Josh Jacobs. I'm going to keep starting Josh Jacobs. I just feel like he has the potential, and it's going to happen. You just got to wait for it to happen, okay? Jaden Reed, start him up. Tucker Kraft, start him up. Dontavian Wicks, start him up. Romeo Dobbs, gone. Christian Watson, gone. Start those guys up, man. They're going to get targets because they have to get targets, Trey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's get to the Rams starts here. Matthew Stafford in a super flex. I'm really kind of disappointed in Matthew Stafford this year.
Yeah, man. I got him in a super flex, and I benched him for Andy Dalton.
Let's go.
And it's working.
Yeah, it is working. You're right, man. Kyron Williams, I think, has to have a big game just because who else? Okay. Yeah. Who else on this team? Tutu Atwell, who I've got as a flex. Whittington, as I also have as a flex in the deep, so deep type of league, Trey. Beautiful. What do you think?
It's tough out here.
It's tough out here for the Rams right now, baby. All right, buddy. We got 2 more games left. Guys, don't forget to get your starts and sits questions down in the comments over here on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, go to the bio, click YouTube. If you got a start and sit question, throw it in there. Also, don't forget to hit the like button while you're there. Okay, and we're going to get them taken care of. We got 2 more games to get through here, though. Let's keep it moving. Get to the next game. We've got the Cowboys at the Steelers. Sunday Night Football, Trey.
I'm actually excited for this game, man. I think this is going to be a solid game, but the over-under for this game is 44 points, and Vegas have the Steelers picked to win by 2.5, and I'll take the Steelers for the dub here.
Yeah, I'll take the Steelers for the dub, too. I'm not excited about this game, man.
It seems like a fun game. Like, it feels like both teams, are having some struggles, but both teams tend to show out on Sunday night, I guess you would say.
That's why I started Dak right there, because hoping he would show out on Sunday night.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm not excited about it. Sunday Night Football is always like the best to me, just unless the Chiefs are playing, I'm just pumped about it. But we'll see. Maybe it ends up being a great game.
You pumped about the Chiefs on Sunday night?
No. I'm usually, I don't know. I'm not pumped about the Chiefs. I know I'm tired of hearing Chris Collinsworth talk about how much Patrick Mahomes is great when he throws a ball in the dirt. Okay. Anyways, I'll take the Steelers to take the dub. I'm not going to get into a tangent here. Let's go.
Jumping to my Cowboys starts. I think you can start Dak Prescott. Rico Dowdle is flexible. CeeDee Lamb, you got to start this dude. Brandon Cooks is out. So I like Jalen Tolbert as a flex, actually.
Okay.
And Jake Ferguson, I think, is one of the better tight ends to start all year.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right there, buddy. You're right there.
Jumping to my Steelers starts. Russell Wilson, questionable again. Will he play? Probably not. So fire up Justin Fields. George Pickens, I think you can start in this game. And Pat Freiermuth, I think, is, with the buys and everything, it's worth starting.
I've been rolling with Freiermuth in the league, and he's been okay.
Yeah, he's been okay. But I don't want to start Van Jefferson. I know Calvin Austin had a good game a couple weeks ago, but I don't know if it's continuing.
Hey, real quick here. Bill White says drop Njoku for Tucker Kraft.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you need to win now.
Yeah.
Hopefully Deshaun Watson gets benched and Njoku steps up, but you need wins now, so I like it.
Hey, Little Cartwheel says, curious on why you would choose Kmet over Kraft for this week when we talked earlier. I got you, Betty. I got you. Look, here's the thing. Kmet over Kraft. Okay. Kraft has done more things, I feel like. What do you think, Trey? Help me out here. I'm drowning over here.
Yeah. So to me, I think honestly it's 50-50 with these guys in my opinion. With Tucker Kraft, there's some injuries there, but Kmet has more I would say shown more over the years in a sense, and honestly, you couldn't go wrong either way.
Exactly.
The way the tight end room is set up right now, you're taking a risk on any tight end you start. I think personally, outside of like a George Kittle or a Jake Ferguson, Tucker Kraft has touchdown upside, but I think that Kmet, can do great. So it's kind of up to you at this point.
It is. Okay. And yeah, I love it. Thank you, Trey, for helping me brother out over here. Hey, what's happening over here? Armando with mixing out. Who would you start between Akers? What was that? Tracy or Braylon Allen?
Oh man, that's disgusting.
We like Braylon or
yeah, I think I'll go Braylon Allen, honestly.
Yeah. I know Akers is not beautiful either, but it's either between Akers or Allen for me.
I mean, Tracy's back coming in for Singletary. I just don't think that.
I don't want it.
Give me Allen.
Give me Allen. Okay. All right. I love it. Bill White, thanks. Absolutely. Goddard on a bye. Absolutely, buddy. Beautiful. Hey, who's this over here? KO Tick. Hey, what's happening? What up? What's happening? I feel like they've been here before, right? That just looks so familiar to me. Hey, lots of love you guys showing for us here. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Fourth and Flex if you haven't done that already. Chaotic. I think I know her for sure. I think that's maybe I'm wrong, but flex spots: Dalton Schultz, Cam Akers, or Gabe Davis.
Oof, that's gross too. I guess I'll go Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz, Cam Akers, or Gabe Davis. Ugh, you're right. Give me, I'll go Cam Akers, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a potential for upside there. Dalton Schultz kind of capped right now. Yeah, go Cam Akers.
What up, RGQ? Hey, how's it going?
What up?
How's it going? We hyped for week 5 or what, Trey?
Oh, yeah, we hype.
Yeah, especially after this awesome Thursday night football game. It was great. It would have been a little bit. There's just one little thing I would like to have changed about that game, Trey.
I wonder what that is.
The Bucks taking the dub. You know it. He knows it. Let's see here. Let's get one more, buddy, and we'll get to the last game on our list this week. Jose, I got Christian Kirk, DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk, Addison, Rodunzo, Shaheed. I need a wide receiver 1 and a 2 and 2 flexes. Let's go, Jose.
All right, let's see.
Get in there, Trey. Dig in,
start
baby.
4, basically, is what he's trying to say. So let's go Addison as a start. Let's go Shaheed as a start, Christian Kirk as a start, and DJ Moore as a start.
Okay, I'll roll with you.
I'll sit Ayuk and Odunze.
You'll sit. Okay, I'll roll with you on that. Chaotic. Yes, thank you. Yeah, you know me from Hustler Show. Absolutely, I remember her. Yeah, she's good people, buddy. She's good people. Look, I need some help starting to, you know what? Let's get to the last game. We'll get to these questions at the end, okay? Let's get to the last game on Monday Night Football. We've got the Saints at the Chiefs, Trey.
Over under for this game is 42.5 points. Of course, Vegas has the Chiefs picked to win by 5.5. And you know what? I would love to say the Saints are going to win this game, but if there's a referee in it, you got to give it to the Chiefs, baby.
Tell me you seen that like picture of Mahomes like hugging and kissing on the ref.
Yeah, and then there was one that was like, game time, Chiefs fan home, right? The whole house is decked out in Chiefs fan. And the wife was like, honey, you better go get the jersey for your favorite player. And he puts on a ref and puts a whistle in his mouth, and he's like, pass interference.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, so you're taking the Chiefs then?
Yeah, I mean, if
or
I
the
put
refs
money on
or the
it,
Chiefs?
Yeah.
I'll take the Saints. I'll take this. I'll take it, baby.
You'll lose your money.
Give it to me on Monday Night Football. Derek Carr, send in the car, Trey. Rashee Rice is out. Like, Mahomes hasn't been looking anywhere else in the backfield to throw the ball to. So give me the Saints. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Saints starts in this game. Derek Carr, start him up. Kamara, keep him going. I know he's injured, or he's questionable, but he'll be there. Don't you worry. Chris Olave is starting to look really good. Give me Chris Olave, and I think Rashid Shaheed on Monday Night Football catches at least one deep pass. So throw Shaheed in if that's what you need. Throw in Shaheed if that's what you need, Trey.
Shaheed is what I need, brother.
Shaheed is what you need, baby. Let's get to the Chiefs starts in this game. Mahomes, you could start Kareem Hunt, I guess. He's taking over the backfield. Xavier Worthy, I think, is a really good start. And I know you guys have been panicking on Kelsey, but I think Rashee Rice.
Him on Monday night.
You absolutely do. You
Yeah.
you definitely start Kelsey on Monday night. But I'm just saying, like, I know y'all been panicking. I think with Rashee Rice going out, this is probably the best thing. Not best thing, good thing to happen to anybody, obviously, but the best thing that could have happened for Kelsey and his production, Trey.
Yeah, I seen something where Mahomes. Somebody said Mahomes was so mad that Kelsey wasn't getting work that he took Rashee Rice out.
Okay, no doubt. Mahomes rolling over there. All right, buddy. Yeah. What do you think?
I like it. I
You
like
do? He likes it. He likes it. Okay. All right. Let's get to these few more questions, buddy, and we are going to bounce out. Let's see here. RGQ. I need some help starting 2 in half PPR. Flowers, Pittman, if Flacco plays, or Wandell. Ugh.
Yeah, start 2.
I'll take Wandell. Will you take Wandell with me?
Yeah, I'll take Wandell. But he said start 2 half PPR. So I mean, I don't want to start Flowers, man. I really don't. I would go Pittman and Wandell if Flacco plays. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Pittman and Wandell if Flacco plays, I think is your route, because like we said earlier, we don't want to start Zay Flowers for nothing.
Yeah, I'm just done messing with Flowers, man. Like, I'm done playing with Flowers, Trey.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up over on Twitch? What's happening? What up? Thanks for showing some love, man. Follow us over there on Twitch, man. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Also, start 2, Najee, Chuba, or Ford.
Oh, that's actually a really good question.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Najee and Chuba.
Najee and Chuba. Yeah, it sucks. Ford. He's
doing all right,
he's
but
doing
he's not
okay.
doing anything crazy.
No. Yeah, exactly. Deontay Foreman, I think, is over there too, and like he's taking some of the carries from him, man, and that's because they're just not getting anywhere with Ford.
Yep.
Let's see. And he says, watch me bench Flowers. He absolutely goes off. But Cincinnati's run D sucks. Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. Guys, don't forget, man, to check out 4th and Flex no matter where you are. If you're on the go, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all that good stuff, man. Don't forget to become a Flexaholic with us, you guys. Join the 4th and Flex family and subscribe. Become a member of us, man. You're going to get some one-on-one coaching. You're going to get some help with your teams, man. We're going to help you out and we're going to show you some love, and that's who we are, man. And you can help out a good cause. Help up some guys trying to live their dream out here, Trey.
Exactly.
He says exactly. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we shall see thee on the next one.
Peace out. Balls to steal this guy. He's got big balls.